Hey up and welcome back to the channel. So what I'm going to do today is to fit an upgraded chain guard to the Royal Enfield Interceptor 650, and while we're about it, if we have enough time, we're going to fit the Royal Enfield hand guards too. Both items available from Hitchcocks Motorcycles. So the first job, as you can see here, is to remove the existing plastic chain guard, which you need to do with a 4mm Allen key. As you can see here, there are 3 Allen bolts that retain the chain guard. One is there at the rear, there is one just the other side of that, and then there's a very tricky one to get at the top of the leading edge of the swing arm. Right, okay, and here you can see the second 4mm Allen bolt, which needs removing, and that's down at the bottom there by the shock absorber. And I found the easiest way was to slacken it off with a normal Allen key using the short end there. And then the only solution that I could actually find to easily unscrew that bolt was to actually use a socket, a 4mm Allen socket without any attachment to it. As you see, I'm really struggling there with the long end of the standard Allen key there, because the angle is too acute to be able to get purchase. And the issue with using the short side is there is little or no movement available to you. Right, so as you can see here, once that bolt is slackened off, the best way to actually extract it is to use a 4mm Allen socket, as you can see me doing here. Just allows you to get into that small space and use the knurl ring at the bottom of the socket there to get a purchase on it and remove it. As easy as that. And right, the challenge of the day is to remove the third and final Allen bolt, which is actually located in a really difficult place to access, and that is at the front edge of the swing arm there under my blurred hand. And I found it just about impossible to be able to crack that bolt loose by any sort of conventional means. So what I actually ended up doing was using the long end of that standard Allen key and gripping the short end with a pair of pliers just to free it off in the first instance. So you can see there from the right hand side of the bike, I am really struggling to get any purchase with the long end of that Allen key. You just can't get in with the short end. There just isn't enough room to manoeuvre that Allen key about. And what I eventually ended up doing was going to the left hand side of the bike, which gave sufficient access at a relatively straight angle to be able to use a pair of pliers on the short end to get that initial purchase. Okay, so finally got the OEM chain guard off, and here you can see me unwrapping the brand spanking new upgraded Enfield Precision stainless steel chain guard with a brushed finish. This one from Hitchcocks Motorcycles, link in the description below. As you can see there, it comes with a set of 3 Allen bolts, which are, would you believe, a different size to the originals, a little bit smaller, 3.5mm, and this comes very well protected, as you can see, with that rather heavy duty protective wrapping, like a heavy duty cling film, which takes a fair bit of getting off, as you can see. But once removed, the finish on the upgraded chain guard is excellent. So as you can see, mate, picking, scabbing and generally making a mess of removing that. What I should have done, with the benefit of hindsight, is just use my my heat gun on that, just to soften up the adhesive and get it to peel away more easily. Anyway, we got there eventually. And so there we are, with all the plastic coating removed, and now a very good idea just to give it a general clean with something like, I'm using U-Pol panel wipe here, anything that's sort of alcohol based, acetone based, will do the trick, just to remove some of that residue left behind by the plastic coating. So, time to fix the new chain guard in place. Uses exactly the same mounting positions as the original part, and as you can see, the retaining bolts, the Allen bolts there, are a slightly different size, and you will need a 3.5mm Allen key for the bolts that come with the kit, and don't forget the washer, of course. And there you can see the location of the second mounting point for the second retaining bolt, and the access here at the other side of the suspension strut there is a little bit trickier, but a little bit of perseverance, and there she goes, bolt number 2. And that really awkward to get to third and final bolt on the front edge of the swing arm there. Apologies that it's a bit out of focus there. As you can see, the focus lock is on the frame for some bizarre reason, operator error. But I'm sure you can see slightly blurred in the background there the lug on the front edge of that chain guard. And that just takes the third and final Allen bolt and screws down into the swing arm. Okay, right, time to fit the handguards, and these are the genuine Royal Enfield handguards available from Hitchcocks, and just a matter, as you can see there, of removing the bar ends, and the handguards will just bolt back in to the thread, and as you'll be able to see here, very straightforward to fit the handguard. Make sure the writing on the inside is the right way up, then you can be sure you've got the right side on the right side of the bike, and just a matter then of positioning the handguard where you want it and tightening up that Allen bolt. And if you get it really nice and tight, as you can see there, there's only the one anchorage point at the bar end. There's no anchorage point at the other end of the handguard. But I can assure you, once that's properly adjusted and tightened up, it holds fast, and they are very well made, very rigid handguards. And now over to the right hand side, just removing that bar end cap once again, and again now it's just a matter of very straightforwardly. Okay, so over to the right hand side, same procedure. Make sure you put that plastic spacer in that you can see there, and then it's just a matter of tightening up the retaining Allen bolt again. Just make sure that the handguard is positioned how you want it to be. Some people prefer them a little bit higher up, some people a little bit lower down. Once you've got it in the desired position, just make sure it's nice and tight, because as I've said, there's just that one anchorage point, but once tightened up, it's more than enough to keep that absolutely stable. Okay, hope that was of some use to you, and until next time, ride safe and I'll catch you soon.